Welcome to the Echo Driving School channel. Today we're going to be talking about Hassan Musa's test, which he took on Thursday the 9th of March. This route again is not that new. Hassan went to Pollard's Hill, where the examiner asked him to come out the test centre and then turn left and then follow the signs for Pollard's Hill. As I've said before in my videos, Pollard's Hill is at the traffic lights turning right. Now this traffic light, some people have made the error in the past of not following the right or not looking at the right traffic light. As you will see in the video, as you are heading towards past the speed camera and towards the actual traffic light, there are two sets of traffic light and two lanes. Must stress that when you are following the signs for Pollard's Hill, you need to position your car on the right hand lane and look at the traffic light in front of you and not at the one on the left hand side. This will become evident in a minute as you will see what I'm talking about. This is the right lane. The road markings are very clear. So the right lane is with the arrow, and the traffic light you see on the left, far left, is for the other lane. The one behind the first traffic light is for the other lane, and the one we want is the one that the camera is facing at the moment. Again, it's pretty straightforward. You can see the traffic light also in front of us, so the traffic on the other side has just gone green now. So sometimes what people do is they go at that moment, which is wrong, and if any student was to do that, the examiner will no doubt apply the due controls and you would fail immediately for that. It has happened before. I have taught people who have explained this very scenario to me, so please make sure that you actually go with your instructor and practice this, just so that you are aware of the situation. So this is the traffic light has just gone green. Hassan is still following the signs for Pollard's Hill. The road he's turned into is a 30 road. You can just see the sign. Anybody who's missed it, please rewind it and make sure you look at the sign. As he's going down the road, this road is very narrow, so 25 maximum, to be honest, on this road, although it's a 30 zone, but there are cars on both sides, and it's a very narrow road, so make sure that you're careful looking in the left mirror and your right mirror to make sure that you're in the center of your lane. As you come up past the bend, make sure you're braking a touch here, because the opposite side cars do come here very fast, and I've said in my other Pollard's Hill video, make sure you take your time as you're coming down here. The next sign that he was asked to follow could be Pollard's Hill, as you can see, or Streatham Vale. Again, if you want to see that sign, it's on the right hand side. Just take a moment to pause the video and go over those signs. The next sign would be Streatham Vale, which is at the roundabout turning right. So make sure you signal right, you look at your right hand side to see it's clear, and then make progress. As we go down the road, this road is going to become a 2-lane road, so make sure that you are positioning in the correct lane. Now obviously this, again, as I said before, this is a 30 mile an hour speed limit. It is with humps, so it's unlikely you're going to get that kind of speed as you go along this road. So be careful with the humps. Go at the flow of traffic within the limit of the speed, and as you're coming up to the humps, obviously reduce your speed so that you make the journey comfortable for the examiner and yourself. As we're going ahead here, you're coming up to a set of traffic lights, and the examiner asked Hassan to turn right at the traffic lights. This is the one that leads up towards the secondary school Harris Academy, and it goes up towards the Pollards Hill Library, coming up to the roundabout, and so forth. So we're just letting the video run until we approach the traffic light. As you can see, we're just approaching there. The final sign that on the independent driving could be follow the signs for Pollard Hill, and you can just see it here. So here there is a box junction. Make sure you position with your car straight and within the box junction, waiting for the traffic. The time he took his test was 2:32. As you can see, there are many school kids out and about, so be extremely careful. Use your MSPSL routine to judge. Make sure you're checking your center mirror, your left mirror, and anticipating all of the kids as they go about leaving school. The signs on the floor that would say the keep clear for all the cars. It's also a bus route. You can see the 60 bus, so there's plenty of hazard perceptions to do around from here. You've got the zebra crossing, so make sure you're taking a good all-round observation and not missing any running school kids. So your classic hazard perception scenario. Again, it's a humped road, so obviously with the time of day that you do your test, it is a 30 mile an hour limit, but it's very unlikely you're going to get that kind of speed. So Hassan's obviously overtaken a bus. He's checked his mirrors and he's making progress. The examiner at the roundabout asked Hassan to follow the road ahead, which is the second exit. So this roundabout is a fairly open one. Depending on what is to your right, and if you can see clearly, there might not be any reason why you need to stop, but it's always good to have a small pause and a glance to your right. Now here, there's the sign saying 20 miles an hour. Now, as I said again, I have done this video where I've spoken on Pollards Hill, and it's a good idea to go through that video to see that everywhere that obviously I was driving, Hassan went on the test there. So no doubt you're going to be doing these routes with your instructor as you go about your normal driving lessons. You can see a few buses ahead, and you've got to decide whether it's safe to overtake the bus. There is a bus stand on the left, so be careful and don't misinterpret some of the signals that sometimes buses give. Also look out for pedestrians, as you can see on the left, waiting at bus stops. Make sure you check your center mirror before you decide to overtake without causing any vehicle to slow down for you. So as I said before, when you overtake the bus, make sure you look at your mirror and you make progress. Now this road leads onto Galpins Road, and it is a sharp bend round, which the speed limit becomes from 20 to 30. So make sure that you take note of that. And again, buses use this route. The 60 bus comes through here, so be careful as you come round. The examiner then asked Hassan to turn right here. I did note from the video that he took a turn here a little bit close to the actual turn, where I believe that he might have slightly clipped the curb. Again, he wasn't marked down for it or fell, and there's two pillars here which are very tight. This is the road that actually cuts from the Pollards Hill onto Thornton Heath, and he came through this side road. Obviously there's a fair amount of meeting, and the examiner asks Hassan to pull up on the left a few times, and then this road leads towards the Lombard roundabout. So it's a good route. I'm not going to really talk right the way through the test. Most of the stuff is self-explanatory. There is a bit which I'll come back I'll come back and a little commentary on the last bit, which there's not really a video on. I think you guys will benefit from it. So I'm going to come off the mic for the moment, let the video run, and then going to come back in a minute. Okay, thank you. Okay guys, so I'm back on this bit. So the Hassan basically took the right turn on Lombard Roundabout and took the fourth exit towards Mitcham. Now this is Oakley Road, so all the instructors obviously know this road that do the test area. Now as Hassan goes through here, you will see that the examiner's obviously pulling him up and checking how he pulls off. Now the significance of this route is not so much the side roads or anything, but there is a no entry sign that most of the examiners do not say that turn left towards the no entry. They just stay silent generally because the students are expected to look at the sign and then obviously give a left signal. So the sign's just coming up now, you can see the no entry sign. So here you've got to remember, check your mirrors. The examiners won't say anything, so you check your mirrors, you give a signal and you take the turn. Make sure you do not go towards that no entry sign. That is the main important thing of this route, and the bit that can be, it's straightforward, to be honest. You should be able to see the sign and then obviously act accordingly. If you're going for your driving test, then all of these things need to be ironed out. If you're not one that looks at signs, then you need to make sure that you start looking at signs. So obviously after this, Hassan the examiner asks him to do an emergency stop, which he does successfully, and then Hassan heads back towards the test centre, and he is awarded his pass certificate. He got about 5 minors for small driving faults such as not checking his mirror. Obviously the one I said earlier about, I think he slightly went wide at a turn, so stuff like that. So obviously well done to Hassan, and please again enjoy the video. I keep telling everybody, do look at all the videos. I mean, as Hassan will write a review later, he has checked the videos, and today he is the proud owner of his own license. So guys, a lot of the work you can do at home. Look at these videos. It doesn't cost money, and I don't do it for anybody apart from helping you guys. So obviously, as the rating goes up on the views and so forth, it encourages me to do more. So keep watching, and hopefully it helps, and let me know with all the passes that anybody has. Okay, thank you.